Alright you guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to take a look at the Polaris and talk about it a little bit, some of the changes between concept and full release. We did take a look at the interior and walk around the ship in a previous video while it was in PTU, but now it is finally available on the website to purchase out of concept sale. So everybody has a chance to pick one up. And unlike the other capital ships in the game, the Polaris is one of the few large ships, large combat ships that you can just buy. It is not a limited sale ship like the Idris, Javelin, or the Kraken. So I think a lot of people who want that capital ship gameplay are going to be looking at the Polaris as the ship that they go to. Now, let's get right into this. Built for the modern fight, right? Polaris with a little logo there, Robert Space Industry. Primary front man turret, two size 6 bespoke weapons. These weapons are, pretty nice. CIG kind of upgunned this ship while it was in PTU. As it was coming out, I think that was a good decision. At the end of the day, it is a capital ship. You do want it to, be able to really put down the power when the situation arises. 4 front-mounted torpedo launchers, 28 size 10 torpedoes. That's a lot of torpedoes. Okay, then it has 2 bespoke front-mounted missile racks. You can see that here. So there's 8 on each side for 16. 2 size 4 missile mounts, 12 size 2 missiles, and so you have another set at the back here. And you can see where those are located. So you got the missiles, you got the torpedoes, you got the bespoke size 6s right there. And then you have a secondary rear-facing missile launcher at the back of the ship right here. So then you have 2 manned top turrets with 4 size 4s, 2 manned side turrets with 4 size 3s, and then 1 remote lower rear turret with 4 size 3s. So you can see the side turrets right here. And they kind of come out of the side of the ship. And then you have the top ones there with the size 4s. They're always on the outside of the ship. And then we have the trailer here. I'll leave that linked in the video description. And here's a look at the side. They're loading it up. It's in combat there. You got the Scorpius. You got the Scorpius leaving it. The whole crew is on the inside. The interior is very nice. Again, we'll go back to that picture. You have the engineering department here. The torpedo loading. The Scorpius landed inside. The RSI Scorpius is kind of the perfect ship to match up with this one. Another look at the engineering. Again, a ton of detail in this part of the ship. Here's an image of the brig, right? You got cells, you can hold people. The cargo area. You got a tractor beam up here. I didn't even realize this in my first walkthrough. You got the medical, 4 med beds right there, so you can respawn your whole squad. Then we go back here. This is this is the torpedo area. This is how you launch the torpedoes. Okay, so now we have some skins, and then we have the specifications here. Of course, 576 FC of cargo. It's a ton of cargo. I know a lot of people talk about using this ship solo and, cargo running with it. It does have really good cargo access. It's 166 meters long. It's a very large ship. 82 wide, 12 seats. Again, landed and in flight. I think the stock paint looks really good. This blue accent trim across it. This kind of gunmetal steel design on the exterior. It looks really sharp. You guys know I'm a fan of that Dorito Dorito ship design. Then we have the Apex paint. Okay, this is green, kind of like a military green. That makes sense. We have the Sirius. This looks really good. This is blue and yellow. This kind of reminds me of the Zeus CL standard paint. It looks like kind of an Invictus paint as well. I think obviously this might get a spotlight at Invictus next year, right? It's really good looking paint, serious paint. Okay, and then we have Quasar. This is the concierge paint with the black and the gold. I think this looks good. There have been some talk on Reddit about this paint looking very similar to the original. This is a capital ship, so you don't really want it to be too crazy. It's not going to be like the Starlancer Max with all those crazy colors, because again, you want this ship. It is very it's a very purposeful ship. Again, the last thing you want to go out there is go out into combat with a bunch of bright, loud colors. I mean, you're all a capital ship, so you're not really hiding from anybody, but Then we have an image here of the 3 different paints. This is a very cool photo right here. Now we look at the price. Okay, let's get into the brass tacks. It has gone up in price a little bit. Okay, War Bond Polaris standalone offer 10-year, $850, and for non-war bond $975. Now, it is not being offered with lifetime insurance because it's not a first-time sale again. And then we have the packs. Okay, the Polaris with the Scorpius pack, the Quasar paint. Let's see exactly what this comes with. Polaris paint, lifetime insurance, VFG industrial hanger. That's interesting. So Polaris and Scorpius, this does come with lifetime insurance for $1,025. And then we have lifetime insurance VFG hanger. Again, same thing, but this version is not war bond. This is store credit. Okay, so this one comes with the Polaris Quasar paint, 10-year insurance, VFG industrial hanger, and the Polaris. So this is the concierge version. This is the regular war bond. This is store credit. $975 is more expensive than it was. Then we have the paints. So the Polaris Quasar paint is $22. The Polaris Apex paint is $16. The Polaris Sirius paint is $16. The 2 paint pack is $28. And the 3 paint pack is $44. Now, I think that the Quasar paint is a little too expensive at $22. It is, again, $22 to $16. It should all be the same price. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're concierge, just by buying this ship, you're basically concierge. Just buy this ship, and you automatically qualify for being concierge. It's so expensive. So I think they should have just offered this to us cheaper. Like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And it looks so similar to stock paint. I don't know. A lot of people will like this and pick this up, but I'm kind of passing on this. I think that this paint is a little bit cooler, the blue one, right? It looks like kind of an Invictus paint, as it is. Then we have the upgrade. Let's see what we're looking at here. Okay, so we have two options here. You've got the regular edition, again, 975 with store credit, but there is a war bond upgrade. That essentially means that if you use real money, you can combine it to upgrade a ship that you already have for 850, and it will come with 10-year insurance. So let's say you update your starter pack that is like $45, and you want to turn your starter pack into Polaris for whatever reason. Just an example. And that starter pack has 6-month insurance. If you buy this war bond upgrade, it will come with 10-year insurance. So you're not just upgrading the ship, but you're also upgrading the insurance. That's nice to see here. $850. So it will also be at that lower price. I like to see that. I like to see the war bond upgrade. I like to see CIG offer that type of stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Polaris. Very cool ship. I'm in love with mine. I bought mine ages ago. I'm not entirely sure how much it was back then. I think, again, my memory is not good. I think it was, I want to say it was $800. Yeah, because the the ship that I upgraded from was the Nautilus. So the Nautilus came out, I think that was 725. You know, uh, I love the Nautilus. The Nautilus is a beautiful ship, another Dorito shaped size kind of capital ship. But I think that will take a very long time to release. And I honestly wanted a ship that could carry other ships. I wanted something with a hangar in it. So after the Nautilus, I directly, upgraded to the Polaris, and I think at the time it was 800. So it has gone up in price, 850, and then again with store credit, 975. Not the end of the world, but yeah, I think that the ship is a very nice ship. It is going to be critical for many orgs out there. I think that it's honestly going to be the Carrack killer because a lot of people who have the Carrack, they have it as their mothership because it was kind of the only option for a long time. Now they have a legitimate capital ship with capital size shields, and that's going to be the big difference here. If you're doing org versus org battles, you're going to want something with capital shields. Those torpedoes right now, they're pretty slow. I don't know how much people are using them in combat just yet. We're gonna have to wait and see. But the turrets are very effective, in my opinion. Those turrets are very good. The capital shields are very good. The amount of storage you could put on this ship, the fighters that you can have in the hangar bay. I think, a lot of people who want an org ship, an org capital ship for, the whole squad to go out and do things in. Yeah, I think this is going to be that ship for those people. And, the Carrack is still an amazing ship, but it's not really a combat capital ship. It's an exploration ship, right? So I am glad to see that CIG showed the Carrack some love. We got the blast shields, and we got the cargo pods now open up so we can load them. These are good additions. You can also see, fire extinguishers scattered throughout the ship. I think it is now more viable. So, if you don't want to upgrade your Carrack to this Polaris, there are, more reasons to keep it because you can use it in game now, especially for those solo people. You're not really losing anything because you can't, control any weapons on the Carrack and you can't control any weapons on the Polaris. So, people saying that it's crazy to solo a Polaris, it's not really that crazy. People have been soloing the Carrack for a very long time now, and they have relatively the same amount of cargo. So if you have been soloing a Carrack and you want to solo Polaris, for now at least, before resource management comes out, it seems like a lot of people are going to do that. It should be fine, but we don't know when resource management is going to come out, and a lot of that changes. So again, For now, the initial release of 4.0, you can go out there, you can enjoy your calc, you can enjoy your Polaris, and not have to worry about it. But that's going to be it for me here in today's video. You guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about the Polaris? Are you loving flying around in it, testing it out? I know that with RSI Day you can rent it, so you don't have to pay all this money to try it out for the first time. You can just rent it and hop on with your friends and do some content with it. And then I want to know what you guys think about the paints as well. Again, I've seen the memes going around that the Quasar paint's not that different from the regular paint. You can kind of see them side by side here. It's just basically going from the blue stripe to the gold stripe. So I think that's pretty funny. But like I always say at the end of these videos, you guys like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Salute.